Good afternoon, teacher. Today we are going to talk about some ways to complete the TOEFL exam. In the TOEFL exam, there are 9 types of questions, which are vocabulary in context, information addition, inference, pronoun reference, paraphrasing, expressing reason, organization, specific detail, and no details. The first type of question is vocabulary in context. Vocabulary in context is the most common question in the test and requires to choose the best synonym for a target word. There are 8 steps to find the meaning of a word, and the most important, don't look at the answer and focus on the passage. Second, figure out what part of the speech you are dealing with. Is it a noun, verb, or adjective? Third, check any other word part that you may know. Fourth, find the target word in the sentence. And then, find the main subject and verb. And fifth, find the relation of the target word to the main subject and verb. Sixth, figure out the structure of the paragraph and look for what is the topic sentence, supporting ideas, and details. Seventh, find the relation of the target sentence to the topic sentence. 8. Look for signal words like also, and, but, however, for contrast. For example, etc. Information addition. Questions required to add a sentence to a paragraph into the most appropriate of 4 locations. For complete this type of questions, there are 2 steps. First, look at the sentence and look if it contains any signal word like first, also, but if it's contain any pronoun that requires reference, and also look for main subject and verb and establish the topic sentence and supporting ideas. Well, next, look at the passage and identify main ideas, supporting ideas, any obvious jump like a missing counter, and then determine where ideas end and begin, and match the idea of the extra sentence to the appropriate place in the paragraph. Also, check the verb tense of the extra sentence and find where the same tense is used in the paragraph.
In this part, we have inference questions. At least 2 questions per reading will require to make an inference about the text. An inference is a situation where the information is not presented in the passage, and you must use the information available to choose the correct answer. There are many ways to make an inference. For example, first look at absolute words such as always, never. Second, look for limiting words such as usually, rarely, often. Third, look for superlatives such as most, least, farthest. Fourth, look for limiting markers such as first, second, later, next, etc. 5. Look for modal verbs such as can, might, must, have to. 6. Check the prepositions to establish a relationship between nouns. And the last 7, check verb tense. In this part, they put the things into order. In this part, we have pronoun reference questions. At least 1 question per reading passage will require you state which word a pronoun refer to. In this part, we have to follow some steps. For example, identify the role of the pronoun, identify the number of the pronoun, look for parallel structure, look for negative words or contrast words. It's important that remember that pronouns can refer to entire ideas, not just single words. Sometimes pronouns refers to words which follow the pronouns, and in these pronouns will include adverse clause.
Okay. present purpose. In this type of questions, you will be required to explain the purpose of the part of a passage. This type of questions test your ability to establish relationship between the ideas of the passage. There are two steps you need to take to answer the question effectively. First, you will have to establish the relationship between all the main ideas in the target paragraph. Second, check final words, transitions, organization. The final questions in all the reading passage you will require to organize the information. There are two types of organization questions, summary and classification. First, we have the summary question. This type of question will require you to form a paragraph with notes, the main ideas of the passage. The question will give you a topic sentence, which introduce the paragraph, then will present your six sentence. You will have to choose three of the six to complete the paragraph. Then we have the classification question. The other type of question will require you to organize information which is presented into the passage. There will be two headlines and you will be given the ideas. You will have to organize the ideas according to how the passage explains them. Again, there will be an extra information. Then we have the specific detail question. A few questions of each passage will ask you to find specific detail. The questions are easy to answer. Here we have some steps to answer this type of questions. First, find the key words in the question. Remember, the keywords in the question will probably be paraphrases from the text. Second, find the keywords in the passage. Remember, the points will likely be paraphrased. Third, eliminate answers which are obviously incorrect. Remember, don't think whether an answer is right or wrong. Don't think yes or no. You have to think and eliminate some answers that obviously are incorrect. Fourth, if you cannot eliminate the answers, read the question again. Then we have question type 9, not questions. On the TOEFL, you will be asked to find what information is not present in the past. These questions are very simple. You can be confusing if there are many in the row. Then we have some steps. Find the keywords in the question. Remember, the keywords in the question will probably be paraphrases from the text. Find the keywords in the past. Remember, the points will likely be paraphrased. If the information is in the passage, it's incorrect.
Okay, some tips and strategies for improving specific TOEFL reading skills are: don't panic. This is the most important thing because we need to feel comfortable when we take the exam. Also, we have to read the passage quickly before you look at the answer. Another tip is decide what type of questions you prefer to do first. Questions that are easy for you. You can select the easiest or more difficult questions. Other tip is don't be afraid to skip questions. You can skip the questions if you don't understand, and this is a good way to manage time. Also, don't worry about making mistakes because in the reading passage there are between 12 to 13 questions, and if you have a mistake, one or two mistakes, is not a real problem. Okay, also check the clock regularly. If there are many questions but little time left, you will have to move more quickly. And again, don't worry about mistakes. And finally, don't try to find the correct answer. Try to find incorrect answers and eliminate them. This is a good strategy to do and complete each passage and each questions more quick. Thank you very much. That's all.